Welcome lads! Today we're building the best possible Turkey team. These players are the highest rated Turkey players. They may not be the best Turkey players. I don't know too much about Turkish football, so this should be a lot of fun. Starting out in goal, we went with Zengin. You know, he's a decent goalie, nothing special about him. Moving on to centre back, we're moving to this guy, Toprak. I actually pulled this guy, you know, like first owner. Like it was my first inform of FIFA 15, honestly. Oh, it's a good card, honestly. That 86 defending, 78 pace, 77 physical. Definitely a good card. Now moving on to the other centre back, we went with Kaya. Definitely a very nice player in the non-rare category. He's got that pace, he's got that defending, he's got that physical, he's got great work rates. He's really got it all. Now moving on to left back, you know, there aren't too many options when you do something like this, you know. Turkey have had a good team for a while, it seems, and they always have like a random moment when they're really good, like in a random tournament they'll like get to the quarters or the semi-finals. And honestly, looking at this team they have now, I mean, they should qualify. I don't know what their position is. They definitely should do well. Now, back to the team though, we went with right back, went with Sarıgalu. Now, okay, there might be higher rated Turkey players, but there aren't that many higher rated players, and I kind of wanted a player that wasn't awful. So I went with this silver guy. I mean, 86 pace, that's pretty good. That's kind of all I'm looking at. Now moving on to the midfield as we start getting into some good players. I think he's a cam, yes. Kalangugugu plays for Bayern Leverkusen. In form, you know, he's a good card. 76 pace. What is his other stats? 80 shooting, 81 pace, 80 dribbling, 5-star weak foot, 4-star skill moves. He played 3 games for me, scored 2 goals and got 4 assists. He is definitely a solid player. Now moving on to centre mid, we went with Sahin and also my boy Inyan. He is a stellar player. Like really, he is one of the standout performers of this team. Like definitely, you know, he's got that box-to-box mentality. He can score a goal, he can shoot. Played 8 games with him, he got 2 goals and 2 assists. Just, you know, obviously I wish he had 4-star skills, but that's not really the end of the world. You know, he's got that pace, he's got that shooting, he's got that passing, he's got that dribbling. His defending is kind of low at 6'4", he's tall-ish at 6 foot, and he's got 75 physical. Now moving on to the front three, and it's not that exciting, honestly. We went with the highest rated. I think he's the highest rated player. What is he? He's a left mid, I think? Yeah, I'm sure you've guessed who it is. Plays for Atletico Madrid. Turan. Now, if this guy was like a cam, holy shit would it be an amazing card. He's got great dribbling. He's got great work rates for a winger, actually. That great weak foot. But that pace, man. That pace is just so slow. Well, he's not so slow, but 77 pace. His shooting isn't that great. He's just got great passing and great dribbling. He's moderately strong. He just looks amazing. His beard. Anyways, we're moving on to striker. He's actually, I think I got a centre forward on him because I was going to play him a false 9, but decided not to. 84 pace, Yilmaz. Yes, sir. This is a good card, actually. I really like this card. In a lot of ways, you know, he's got that pace, he's got that shooting, his passing is decent, bad dribbling, he's got that physical. So I'm thinking now that Cam, he actually might be better. No, actually, as striker, he might be better because of that low passing. Actually, what am I talking about? Wish he had 4-star skills, but who knows? Anyways, moving on to right wing, and it isn't that guy, by the way. It's a different guy. You could go him, but I went with this other guy, which I was reluctant to use him. But as you'll see in the game in a minute now, he was really a great player for me. He's got the 4-star skills, he's got the 4-star weak foot. I've never heard of him before, you know, gave him a try. He's got that 85 pace, that high physical, that good dribbling. He was a real standout performer, you know. But the 2 standout performers, I've got to admit, are Inyan and Toure. The rest of them, okay. Toprak is a great defender. Chagalawi right there at Cam is a decent midfielder. But those 2 really stood out to me as players I'd used in other squads. Anyways, let's jump in to the game and see how this team really performs in real game play. Jumping into the game, I'm playing I'm Your Dad. Let's see what his team's like. And oh my days, it's a pretty nice team. And you know, he's got that Liga BBVA with the Ligue 1 combination of David Luiz and Thiago Silva in defence. It's a pretty solid defence. And I got a great free kick right off the bat here. I was just too near the goalie, too much curve really. And here's part of my corner kick routine, which I love doing. I mean, that is just such a good chance. I just wish he would have got it on target. Too many misses. But this guy here really stood out. Torre, absolute god. Him and Inyan really stood out as the two performers that did well on this team and players that I would use in other teams. I mean, he just gets through here. He's just too quick. Who knows where the defense is? You got David Luiz, so you're always going to have problems defensively. And I just keep pressing, and he's got that pace, you know. On the other side with Turan, which I've talked about before, he just doesn't have that pace. And I just kept pressing, and, you know, I just get to a great position here, just outside the box. Good save by his goalkeeper. His goalie played well, and this goal that I concede any second now, I was extremely frustrated because Griezmann's a very good player, but just one ball just tore my defence a new one. And I feel like that's just really frustrating. And I get moderately lucky here. I mean, I just keep fighting and come inside. And, well, you got David Luiz. You go sliding in like that. I'm going to mug you off for days. And that was a good goal, actually. Good finish by Torre. You still got to finish. I mean, you can get great chances. Or Jordi Alba. You can get great chances, but you've got to put it in the back of the net. And we got a free kick here. And I tried a different way of taking it. Little pass off, which is so easy to defend. I don't quite understand why most people don't defend those. I don't know. Anyways, half time, decent. Wish my pass accuracy was up. It was lagging a little, and I feel that was the reasoning behind that. But hopefully in the second half, and we see here, Turan has his moment here. And just watch what he does. He's great at keeping the ball. Great dribbling, I find. Boom. Uses a bit of pace here to get by David Luiz, which I didn't think he had, and this would have been such a great goal. I mean, yeah, it was a sweaty move bringing it back, but it was such a great run by Turan that I feel that would have been a great goal. And Yilmaz, mate, you've got to put that on target. That's all I'm asking. You put that on target. And I got insanely lucky here, honestly. He got insanely lucky to get that chance, but that is an amazing save. And more of the same, just, you know, one ball over the top and, well, another amazing save. And I kept pressing with the corners because I love me a corner. And Chagalui here, or Chagalawi, or whatever his name is, great shot by him, just didn't quite work out. And I thought, okay, 2-1, haven't played great, this is going to end, but then this happened. And I'm like, okay, I tip my hat to you. That was a great strike. There was really nothing I could do to stop that. I mean, honestly, I don't know what I could have done. I mean, that's just a perfect hit from like 35 yards out, and that was kind of all we really had. Besides a few lucky bounces and a few crazy through balls, didn't really have much. And he brought on Courtois for the first half, and I was like, that's kind of weird. He also brought on Royce. You know, bringing on your goalie, and, you know, his goalie, Diego Alves, had played well, so I definitely thought that was weird. And Turan here, you know, you just got to play kind of a different play style with Turan. And it's a good save by Courtois. I mean, Big Bird is a very good goalkeeper. Wasn't really much to talk about in the first half of extra time. Kind of normal, and there really weren't many chances, honestly. I mean, I got another chance here before it all ended, but, you know, it wasn't really that great, honestly. I just kept fighting with Turan. I mean, you can't give me that much space. And just keep fighting. Oh, look at this. Oh, they just can't. Hey, they can't get anywhere near him. And another kind of lucky save in a way, because that got hit by someone, and then the penalties. Now, I have a theory about penalties, which doesn't quite work on this video right here because I kind of messed up the first penalty. But I always kick it in the same position, right? I'll show you next time on my penalties what I mean by that. And that's a good penalty by him. But, okay, watch this penalty right here. I always kick it in this exact same position, and I swear to God, it goes in so much because the goalies don't save it. And you'll see later what my goalie does and why I feel that my point is valid. Right there, that is the position you want. My goalie is right there. He doesn't save it, and that happens so much. Like, the first penalty I took, I just messed up on the angling. And this just is going to be horrible. And I knew it was going to be horrible. It was lagging a little, and that's very hard. And I don't know why his goalie was taking this penalty. That made no sense. You see, it was just on the other side. It can go both ways. The goalies can't really save penalties in this game. And maybe that's realistic, but it's very irritating because it becomes penalties are like automatic goals. You used to be able to save penalties, and I find now that saving penalties is really hard. Like that, I get my hand on it, and he still cannot save it. And I guess you can say that that is realistic, but it is incredibly frustrating. Anyways, that's the end of this video. This team is good. They got some great players. It was really fun to play with them, but it's not stellar. And building a whole country team like this is not always the greatest idea, because the great thing about Ultimate Team is to build great teams with all sorts of different kinds of players. So I'm not really too thrilled about this team. Probably won't play with them again. But make sure you smash that like button, drop a comment, hit that subscribe button, and follow me on Twitter @FIFA Wisdom. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.